What's up, man?
What's up?
Long time no talk.
Man, long time.
Been a little busy running around. We got baseball games, man, but we got a ton of stuff to talk about tonight because of the time off. So we're gonna talk about a couple movies that I've been watching like 4 times in the last week.
Dang.
I'm stuck on it.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been watching one movie, an old school movie, about 3-4 times this week. So
Yeah, see, my trip to New Hampshire, training with the night crew up there.
Okay.
Anthony spot the meet that went on up there. Got a couple other things. My new favorite Instagram reels, my new page that I just found. We gonna get into it all, man.
Hopefully it ain't explicit.
It's the explicitives. Hey, man, stick with us. This is the Push and Wait Show.
Pushing weight.
And of course the courage in these veins. People passing the limits. A bunch of beats broke off the chain. From the falsium growing and reaching up to pass our peak though. Welcome to the Push and Wait Show.
So I want to start on this because I found this today. Bro, when's the last time you watched a Maury episode?
Man, it done been a minute.
Man, I just stumbled upon his Instagram.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's off the air,
Yeah,
but they still posting.
Yeah.
You know, so like each reel, they've got 2 parts to it,
Okay.
and it's like the first part is like the story,
Don't tell me you be getting caught up in the baby mama dream.
bro. Second part is always the results.
Yeah.
They had me cracking up today,
Yeah.
cracking up. I was like, man, this is entertainment for hours now.
How long was he on air, man? At least 20 years.
At least.
Yeah.
But they're hilarious. I want to know why. It's got to be a thing to where when the people are explaining their stories, the producers got to tell them like, all right, we need you to yell it. Because if you look at every single person when they show the video, like this is James and his girlfriend Ashley, and this is and the guys was like, Ashley said that I'm the father, and I'm telling you right now, I never slept with her. I don't know what she wants. She wants my money. James always says that it ain't his baby. Look at that baby. And I was like, oh, it's getting juicy.
So it's a formula. So they, you know what I'm saying? They did it so many times. That's one thing I learned in school.
Oh, here you go.
But no, it's a form. So once you find that perfect formula that probably had the highest ratings on the show,
run with it.
You run with it. So that's why it's, most of like judge shows, any talk shows, any gossip shows like that, like once they have the same, you notice it's the same thing that happens every time. That's the formula. Like, they figured out how to capture that lightning in a bottle and get the same results every episode.
And man, they get it. They get it too. I mean, between the yelling, explaining the story, and then the moms running off when it ain't the baby.
Hey, what there was a meme that said, "Man, where is Maury getting them camera guys from? Boy, they got a 200-pound camera chasing these baby moms,
chasing them, falling on the ground, and then getting right up in their face when they're on the ground." Man.
Hey, but that's how you know them cameras, the ones that they follow, like. That's how you know these ain't got no guts in the camera, because how you got the cameraman on camera? Like, there's somebody behind
That's
him.
true. There's a bunch. Yeah, that's true. I did have a friend that actually, do you know anybody that's ever been on the Jerry Springer show?
Yep. My dude, what's his name? Jay Quiz.
Okay.
Yep.
He was on it?
there. Yeah, he got married. What happened? I think he got married to a chick he just had met for like a week or something, and some crazy stuff.
Damn, Jay.
Man, out of control. I ain't gonna lie, bro. My mom tried to put me on Judge Mathis when I was like, I had caught a little case, and it was like they was having, I guess, some unruly child thing. Yeah,
that was you.
And I guess like he would help you beat the case, and then like
reform you.
Yeah, reform you type of deal. And my mom was like trying to put me. I'm like, Mom, I'm not about to get dogged for the rest of my life being the Judge Mathis kid.
Now, see, the dude that I know was super proud that he went on Jerry Springer, but according to him, the one of the producers reached out to him, like seen him, and reached out and was like, hey, you know, I guess for 1 out of every 5 stories on the show, or 4, so however many they do, one of them is actually true, and the rest of them are staged, and his was staged. They hit him up and was like, hey, basically a 3-day weekend. We pay for your flight there. We pay for your stay. everything's included. Come up and let's figure something out. So he took his girl up there and his best friend, and the story was that his girl was cheating on him with his best friend.
Yeah.
But he was so proud of it. He's like, bro, dude, I told their people that I needed 2 packs of cigarettes. They'd run down the street and give me a pack of cigarettes, man. Yeah. Like it was awesome. It was awesome. He loved it. His parents, on the other hand, was not fans. Yeah. But he loved it. They fought on stage and everything. Yeah, he thought it was hilarious. Shout out Cody. Shout out my man Cody. Cody and Brandon.
That's hilarious. But yeah, man, I don't think I could be a spectacle.
Nah.
We already spectacles being on this show, man. But I don't think I could be a spectacle.
Nah, man. But listen, if you're trying to catch his hands, I'll catch you on stage.
You don't want it. You don't want it.
This man.
Until I see the paternity test, them kids ain't mine. You can have them kids.
Damn it. Speaking of TV, dude. So like I said, I literally. So have you ever seen the movie 13 Hours?
Mm-mm.
So it's about it's a true story about the soldiers of Benghazi. I think that was like 2012.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? When those 6 guys in that CIA base. John Krasinski stars in it, who is Jim off of The Office.
Okay.
He's an operative, but it's the story, and I looked it up because I was like, how true is a lot of this stuff? You know what I mean? And I looked it up, and I guess Michael Bay nailed it. Like a lot of the stuff. 90% of the shit is true.
Okay.
But I've literally watched it like 4 times in the last week. It's so good. It's action packed, and just the way that they made it out of it. It's a great movie, dude. You're gonna have to watch it.
Now, I don't really get into army movies that much. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do like. I'm gonna tell you what's the shit, and it's real. You ever seen Three Kings?
No, but I've heard of it.
Yeah,
what is that?
That's older, so it's like early 2000. It might even be 99. No, I'm cool. It's with your boy Ice Cube.
Okay.
It's Ice Cube, George Clooney, George Clooney, and I think Mark Wahlberg is in it. Your boy
Marky Mark.
Speaking of Marky Mark, guess who was literally right in front of me at the game, or right next to me at the game?
His brother,
Donnie. Right
yeah.
there, bro. I swear. Yeah, he was right there. I'm gonna post the footage later. But yeah.
Is this an army movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're over in Kuwait. During Desert Storm. So like, what was that? 1990, 89, 90, 91?
99.
Yeah.
Well,
the movie was made in 91.
The movie's 91.
So
okay.
they're in Desert Storm, bro. And I guess it's real. I looked it up. They said because Saddam had a whole bunch of gold and all type of gold Benzes and all type of stuff, and they messed around and found one of his bunkers with gold bars in it, and they basically steal a whole bunch of gold bars out of his bunker, and they get up out. It's slick, bro. That's a good movie.
I'm gonna have to watch this. This looks good.
Yeah, Three Kings, bro. It's fire.
It is an American black comedy war film.
I mean, I don't know how it's a black comedy because the only black person in this Ice
Cube.
And it's got some actors in there too. So,
yeah, like you said, Clooney and Marky Mark.
Yeah, I don't know who else. I mean, who shot it?
John Ridley? Is that name sound
John
familiar?
Ridley shot it.
Stories by John Ridley, produced by Charles Roven, Paul Witt, and Edward McDonald.
I say directed by.
Directed by David Russell.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know how it's a black comedy. It ain't even really funny, honestly, but. But
what movie you been watching this week? You said you've been stuck on an old school movie.
Old school movie, bro, and it's a critically acclaimed movie, but it's like a movie that I always caught younger, but just bits and pieces, and it never seemed that good, or maybe I just wasn't old enough to understand. Braveheart, bro.
All right,
bro.
So I've seen it once when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I ain't seen it since.
That's what I'm saying. If you watched that as a kid, it would meant nothing at all. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
But you gotta watch it as an adult, and like, bro, I watched that movie. If you know anything about Braveheart, it's a 3-hour plus movie, and I done probably watched it 4 times last week.
That's how Gladiator is for me.
Yeah.
Like,
I just watched Gladiator 2 days ago.
Really?
Yeah, that's a movie I watch a lot.
Yeah, man. That's the thing. Like, back in the day, it was one of my dad's favorite movies. Yeah. Every time it would come on, I mean, that thing's 3 hours long. So I'm like, I ain't sitting here for all this, you know? go play Tiddlywinks.
Yeah, Tiddlywinks.
Yeah, you was back in the alley playing it with me.
No, I don't.
High Street, Pleasant Avenue. You was there.
No, I don't know what Tiddlywinks.
You was smoking Newports at 5 years old. I seen you back there.
Marlboro Red, half smoked.
But yeah, Gladiator, man. I've watched
jam.
that a couple times in the last month, and every time I click it, my girl's like, "Seriously?"
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like a Lord of the Rings. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, they got a new one about to come out. Lord of the Rings. What's it called? Finding Gollum.
I've never gotten into any of the Lord of the Rings, bro.
Yeah. See,
I'm
I'm
really like a nerd.
Yeah, I'm into it. Like, chill out, man. I got that. No. Lord of the Rings. That's a good storyline, bro.
Is it?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's probably, to me, it's like I was never, because growing up, I was never allowed to watch Harry Potter.
Oh, okay.
So
I just watched.
Because it's like,
I just watched Harry Potter. Yes, sir.
see, I was never allowed to watch it until I'd say about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Tate loves it.
Yeah,
his mom. Yeah. And now I'll catch myself watching a Harry Potter movie myself, man. Yeah. So honestly, it's probably because they're good movies. They got a good plot line. So it's probably one of those things I just need to give it a watch, and I'd probably be hooked, honestly.
If I was you, so the way Lord of the Rings actually came out, it's kind of like Star Wars. It's like backwards. You see what I'm saying? Like,
oh, okay.
So the first is the Fellowship of the Ring. That's what came out first. Then you got the Two Towers, and you got the Return of the King, and then was the first two that came out back when we was kids, and then you got the Lord of the Rings. Then you got the Hobbit. So you got the Hobbit. What's it called? The Journey, whatever Journey. Then you got the you got the Desolation of Smaug. Then you got the Battle of the Five Armies. So that's what really happened first. Them three happened first, and then
like prequels.
Yeah, prequels too.
And Hobbit just come out like 10 years ago, right? Like I remember because South Park did an episode on it, so I know it was recent.
Yeah. So the Hobbit actually happened first, and then the Lord of the Rings happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would I still watch it in its chronological order of that it got released?
I would, because I like the Hobbit better than I like Lord of the Rings. I like Lord of the Rings too, but I like the Hobbit better.
Okay.
Like, it's just like, I don't know. It's just something about it. Like, I like all of them because, like, in the Lord of the Rings, I only like the Twin Towers. I said Twin Towers. The Two Towers was the first one that I seen. My dad took me to see it in the movie theaters. Mm-hmm. That's the first one I seen. So I always liked that one. And then Return of the King, that's the end of it. When Frodo throws the ring in the volcano.
Okay.
And then, like I said, I was like, yeah, that's good because it's the end. Mm-hmm. I never really liked the beginning, the Fellowship of the Ring. And then when I started seeing The Hobbit, like, it was just like, dang, they should have just put these ones out first.
Yeah. Those movies got like it's like a Harry Potter, like they have a cult following.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you find somebody that likes Lord of the Rings, I like them all, like the whole series.
I like them all, but
yeah,
I have a prefer, and even Harry Potter. Like, I'm a Harry Potter fan who wasn't back then, but I only really like the first 4 Harry Potters.
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
once they get old, I don't really like.
Yeah, once they got old, I don't know.
And even Daniel Radcliffe, the guy who plays Harry Potter, he was saying that I read this like a few years ago. Like, he's like the last three episodes, he didn't really like how he was acting in it.
Yeah,
he's like, after I look back at it and he's like, I was trying to portray this type of mood. He's like, but I didn't really like. I should have did something else. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, it makes sense because I didn't like it either.
Yeah. His heart wasn't in it. Yeah. So I get it.
I felt that.
Bro, you know what movie I watched a couple weeks ago that I haven't seen it forever, but it popped up on Peacock? The Mask.
Okay, yeah, I watched that it was probably a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Bro, for real, all the same movies always plays on like all the same networks. So like if you get on like Prime, there might be 1 or 2 movies on Prime that's not on YouTube TV, and then there might be 1 or 2 movies on like Netflix, or you know what I'm saying. But more than likely, I think they all get licensed at the same time. You know what I'm saying, for these same networks, and like pretty much it always has the same stuff on there. Yeah,
I forgot how good The Mask was. I mean, it was. I forgot how hot Cameron Diaz was in that movie.
Oh yeah, she was something else back then.
Man,
what's his name? Something Ficus.
Damn.
Something like that. I'm gonna tell you what's a fire Jim Carrey movie. I know you've seen what's it called when he's
Stanley Ipkiss.
Yeah, Stanley Ipkiss. I said Ficus. What's it? Jim Carrey. What is that movie called? If you ain't seen,
see, Ace Ventura and Dumb and Dumber are my favorite ones from him, and obviously The Grinch, Liar Liar.
Ace Ventura, like that was always like one of my favorite movies as a kid.
Bruce Almighty.
But I just watched Bruce Almighty this weekend. But as I got older, I'm like, bro, I don't know how I watched Ace Ventura so much as a kid. The Truman Show.
So I remember seeing that. I can't. It says that Jim Carrey was in Space Jam, the new one.
Oh, I ain't watched it.
I know that.
You ain't watched the Truman Show?
I watched it forever ago because it's a true story.
No, hell no. That shit better not be true.
Yeah. Where he like is acting out crazy and it actually turns into a TV show, right?
Well, kinda. Basically a TV show is watching him as a kid. Like you're watching Truman as a kid grow up, but he doesn't know he's on TV.
Okay.
And he's just like he's on a movie set the whole time, and he's in a town and it's surrounded by water. But he thinks it's just his life. But everybody in it is actors. But then like he starts figuring it out.
Okay, so what I'm thinking of is so then I don't think I have seen it.
Yeah, you gotta watch that, bro.
But
that's a good movie.
So what I'm thinking of is it was a Chinese TV show where this dude was set in a room where he thought he was alone, and it was like if you live in this room for 60 days, you end up with like $1 million or something like that. And then the 60 days came around, and he more or less lost track of time. 60 days came around, they extended it, but this whole time this dude's going crazy in this room.
Yeah,
it's literally like solitary confinement in prison.
Yeah.
Which, if you know what's crazy to think about, like we are creatures meant to interact.
Yeah.
You're in a box with killers, murderers, rapists, thieves, drug dealers, and the worst thing they can do to you is put you by yourself.
Yeah.
Like that's a crazy concept to think about.
Yeah.
But that's what they did to this dude, and he ended up going crazy. And the whole thing was televised, like weekly televised. Yeah. And the dude's going crazy. He's in there naked doing some crazy shit. Yeah. And they like kept extending it and was basically
just seeing how long he could.
Yeah, and like you'll have to look it up because I know I'm getting some of the details wrong, but it like what they did to this dude. Honestly, they should have been criminally charged.
Oh, so you said it was real?
Yeah, it is real. It's a real thing. Yeah. Like I said, they extended it.
Sound like one of them old black web videos from like 2007.
One of the dark webs.
Yeah. Like one of them old videos.
Man, Pain Olympics.
Man, I don't even know what that is. I
ain't even gonna talk about it.
I don't even want to know.
I ain't even gonna talk about it. Man, we listen to a bunch of podcasts, and then we listen to a bunch of couple comedians on our way up to New Hampshire, and then on our way back. That was a 12-hour drive.
Yeah, it
wasn't bad. The worst part of that whole drive, I would say, would be that we went through like a state park in Vermont at like 2 a.m.
Damn.
And that shit was so hilly and curvy, no lights, obviously. And I mean, it was such steep hills. I'm picking up doing like 65, 70 mile an hour, not even realizing it, and then having to come up and go around a curve.
Damn.
So I was riding my brakes a lot. Yeah. That slowed our trip down on the way up there.
Yeah.
But it was a little sketchy because I'm like, I got up at 6 that morning, worked all day, and then immediately left. So I'm running on, the sleep from the day before. Yeah. It's 2:00, 3:00 in the morning. I'm driving these curves. I'm like, I started cranking up. Mason was in the back, halfway passing out. Other Mason sitting beside me. I'm like, sorry, bro, but I got to crank this shit up and keep me awake. Like talk to me, something.
I'm gonna tell you something funny. I took my shout out my little bro. You feel me, bro? I took him on a load with me like 2 years ago. So I had it was Spartanburg, South Carolina. I think it's like 10 and a half, 11-hour drive from here, right? took him on a load with me. And I drove all the way there because I could drive 10, 11. I hate to do it, but sometimes when I had to, I had to.
Yeah.
I drove straight there, 10 and a half hours, 11 hours, however long it took. But on the way back, I'm tired because it was like the same thing. Like it was just like whenever you see me taking a load, it's like I had like nobody else would take it. You know what I'm saying? All my drivers were already on the road. So boom, take it. On the way back, he driving. So you going through, what is it? What's over there? The Appalachian Mountains?
Yep.
Okay. So we driving down the damn mountain, and I'm tired, so I'm asleep. And bro, he hits the brakes. I keep looking, like I'm looking like on my eye like this, one eye like this, and he going like 90 down these mountains.
Cooking,
I'm like, cooking, bro. I'm like, I was like, I don't care, I'm tired, bro. I just remember waking up and I'm on the floor. Bro, he hit the brakes, and I had my seatbelt on too because I was asleep. Bro, he hit the brakes so hard, I slid like I got a seatbelt strapped on me.
Yeah,
I slid all the way out of my seat, and I'm on the floor, literally. Bro, I wake up like, what the hell? Bro, I'm like, oh yeah, your ass over there is tripping.
Get out the seat.
Nah, I was so tired, bro, because I had, like I said, it was one of them 24 hours. Like I was up 12 hours before I started driving. And I told you I drove all the way down there, so I just needed him to drive halfway back so I could just get a little nap, and then I'll drive the rest of the way. Bro, he hit the brakes so hard, bro. I literally slithered out the seat in my sleep, bro. I'm like, hell no.
Yeah, nah, I was like, I don't care about people driving my car.
Yeah.
But I was in that mode where I'm like, we're just gonna fucking get there. Like, just keep, if you talking to me, if the music's up or you know whoever's talking's up, my window's down. It was getting chilly because I didn't realize. I mean, it was like a very quick. Like it felt like we hit Vermont and it like dropped 10 degrees.
Yeah.
Like it got cold up there quick.
Yeah.
Plus it was getting later in the night, obviously. But yeah, we ended up pulling in like through the doors.
Hey, I had to lock the door, man. If you ain't know, I got robbed last week, so we're gonna talk about that here in a minute.
I forgot about that.
Man, I forgot about it. So much that happened in the last couple of weeks. I forgot I got robbed last week.
But yeah, man, they after you now.
Man.
But yeah, and I was like, we just gonna make it. We just gonna get there. So we ended up pulling in, I think, like 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, I'm sitting there. I'm like, man, another 30 minutes. I'm up for 24 hours.
Man.
I laid in that bed in that Airbnb and clonked out to like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Dang.
So, but yeah, man, it was a great time, man. Shout out Anthony Olivera and his crew up there, man. Anchor Athletics, Strength, great crew, dude. Like I can't say enough good about them. Like always welcoming, always helping. And the meet that they did, the meet that they ran up there, phenomenal meet. Yeah, smooth ran meet, a lot of energy. Mike Burrow hit 1,000-pound squat. I don't know if you caught any of the videos on my story. So the thing about Mike, I only know him from the internet, but he's really close with Anthony. And I guess he's gone for 1,000 pounds like multiple times, and hasn't gotten it. So Tony was telling me that, you know, he went up and he was, after his second attempt, he was like, you know, what do you want? He's like, what do you think? And he's like, 970. He's like, okay, all right. So he's sitting there. Anthony's like, man, I don't know. Goes over, talks to his wife. And he's like, think he should just take 1,000, take 1,003. Just take it. She's like, I think he's got it. So he walks over to Mike and he's like, do you want it? You want it? And Mike's like, yeah, thinking he's talking about the 970. He's like, no, do you want it? He's like, yeah. He's like, all right. So we went over to the table, told the table 1,003. Mike didn't hear them announce 1,003. All he heard was the 3. So he figured that he would like bumped him up to like 983 or something like that. He squats at 1,003, bro. The whole crowd's going crazy. It was the only 1,000-pound squat in there. Crowd's going crazy. And Anthony goes walking up and Mike's like, what was that? What was that? He's like, that's 1,003. And you see him fucking lose his mind, bro. Like, unbelievable. It was a crazy moment for him, man. It was awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. But shout out my boy Jeff, man. He came through. his first 2 squats he passed out. He passed out in. If you don't know Jeff's story, man, he's got stage 3 cancer right now, but he's still pushing. But he missed 870 for his first and second attempt. Passed out in the hole the first time. Passed out close to the top the second time. And third time he's like, fuck it, go 903. So he went 903 and blew it out of the water, like killed it.
No, that's what's
smoked
up.
it.
Yeah.
Came out, had a great bench. I think he ended up benching 678, and then deadlifted 661. So he had a great day. And then Snooki, he had a great day too, man. We learned some things in his shirt. I can't remember what he ended up benching, but he pulled, I think 620 something or 630 something to take the board for the 198 class at the doghouse. So shout out Snooki for that, man. But the biggest thing, which is one thing that I hope.
Damn, man, your big colossal foot all on my regular size.
Bro, you on my side of the table.
Man, you got from your end to the, you got your feet
That's
all
not
over
how this
here.
table's made. You know.
You got your feet off. I'm like, damn, like a dinosaur to smash my foot.
My fault. But the biggest thing of the day, man, and it was one of the coolest things. I hope I get to experience this one day. Jeff had his son compete with him. His son's 11 years old.
Oh, okay.
And Landon did a push pull. So he benched and he deadlifted, and I think he benched 92 or 93 pounds and deadlifted like 227. And just, dude, the smile when Landon would come off the platform, the smile on Jeff's face, dude. Yeah. Man, I was like, dude, I hope I get to experience that one day with one of my boys, man. That was dope. Yeah, it was super dope. Landon got he won his class and everything, and ended up with like $50 and some supplements from Max Effort Muscle.
Oh, that's what's up.
Speaking of Max Effort Muscle, you are looking at a new wholesale distributor, Max Effort Muscle Supplements.
Max Effort.
Best supplements on the market. Feel me? And here soon, hopefully, we're gonna be getting an athlete's promotion, an athlete's sponsorship, and get a little 15% off certain supplements. So
using our promo code.
Using the promo code Max Effort Muscle.
Max Effort.
So, but yeah, man, it was a great time. It was a great time. We're gonna go up again this fall. You'll have to make the trip with us, man. But I think I think we're talking about October, no.
Catch a flight.
Either October or November. I'm like, yeah, I'm probably going to fly this time, man, as long as the tickets ain't crazy. Because if there's snow flying, I ain't driving that shit.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on, like I said, unless I got to drive. Like, I just went to Cleveland last night to a Cavs game, and I wish I could have flew to Cleveland, and that's only a 2-hour drive. So I'm like, I don't know what it is about Cleveland. That always seems like the long. Like, I've drove literally damn near all over the country in a Sprinter van. I don't know what it is about the Cleveland drive, but that is the longest drive to me for some reason.
Cleveland and Toledo seem like forever for some reason. Cleveland more so. I 100% agree with you. I went to Cleveland, I want to say it was late last year, early last year, just to go up there and hit downtown. And I had a great time, but the worst part was like, man, tomorrow I'm going to have to turn around and drive this long-ass drive back. It does feel like forever long.
Forever, bro. So I took my son to a Cavs game last night. We had got some courtside seats.
Okay, some light.
Just
you
courtside,
feel me? Some light.
Me? Just so happened LeBron bumps into us. You know what I'm saying?
He bumps into y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Sit about 5 chairs down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But no, bro, like, then we had to turn around and come right back. So the game ended at like 9. We didn't get out the parking lot till like 9:30. We literally didn't move out the parking lot for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we ended up getting home at like 12:20.
Damn.
So it was almost 3 hours. You know what I'm saying?
That's the worst part about going to events like that, bro, is getting out.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah. And it's funny because I'm like, we went to a Cavs game in November and we parked at a garage like down the street.
Yeah.
Got out maybe 5 minutes. So I'm like, man, this time I'm about to get a good spot right there across from the stadium. So I'm searching. I'm like, oh, this arena parking. It's right there, like literally from me to you from the stadium.
Hell
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, a little $100. I'm like, I'd rather do that than be walking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, I didn't think when you leave, everybody and their mom is trying to get up out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, and you stuck in the back for real.
Yeah, not just the people in the parking lot.
Yeah.
But the people leaving the arena, people, you know what I'm saying?
And the people that did park down the street.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah, next time I might just park a little distance so that way I could just
hit it and go.
Slide a foot out of there. But yeah, like I said, man, it was crazy going to that game. Like I said, I had courtside before, but like I said, LeBron came out. Like my son dapped LeBron up, so that was cool. Like at the end, I got it on video, but I got the action on video, but I didn't get him actually touching fists.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to watch. I'm looking, and I got the camera, and I got my phone like this, and I'm looking like this. So it's like, so I'm like, bro, I missed the whole thing.
Yeah.
But you hear me on there like, stand up, here he comes, stand up.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, he daps him up, so it was cool. You hear my son on there screaming like a fanboy. But no, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool experience.
And it's one of them things, like, I see you had a couple videos up, but for most of the part, you weren't recording a lot of it. And I feel like that's one of the things with people. Every time I go to an event,
people just recording everything.
People just recording everything, and you're living through your phone. And people ask me, like, did you get a picture? Like, nah, but I promise I was there. And if you don't believe me, I don't care, because I still had the experience. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, a lot of my early videos, like most of my videos was like when we first got there and there was nothing going on.
Right.
So if you ever had courtside seats.
Peasants.
So if you ever had courtside seats, so there's like a lounge area. So it's free food, free liquor, you know what I'm saying, in the lounge area. And so there was like nobody there at first, and that opens at 5:30. So I just wanted to get there early.
Yep.
That way I'm like, we get some little food. And I was like, Aaron, you're going to be able to see all the, like, because you got like all the Cleveland Browns guys was there. It was, they said Khloe Kardashian was there. I didn't see her, but
she drove 2 hours south.
Man, chill out, man. Yeah, I didn't see her. And then, like I said, your boy LeBron, his wife, he came in there. Rich Paul was in there.
Oh, okay.
And then your boy Donnie Wahlberg was in there. Like, he was sitting like right here. So he was sitting like maybe 2-3 chairs. Because like how my seats were. So I was in the front row, but it was like they have like the seats running perpendicular.
Right.
And then they have these seats like right here on the corner that's in the aisleway. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I was sitting right there, and it was, like I said, it was cool. My son is like a sports fanatic, so he was really happy. I don't really care about sports. You know what I'm saying? So,
you was more worried about getting an autograph from the New Kids on the Block star.
Nah, chill out, man. I wasn't worried about that. Yeah, like I said,
Donnie. Nah,
hell no. But yeah, like I said, I was just in there networking, you feel me? Rubbing elbows. I'm gonna tell. So for anybody that's never been courtside too, I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret that y'all should know.
Let's hear it.
So only the spectators, the fans, wear sports gear. When you're courtside, you can't really wear sports gear. You see what I'm saying? Nobody. Now, next time y'all at a game, look at everybody that's courtside. Nobody has on sports gear at all.
A lot of shirts, like button-ups, for real. Yeah. I mean, the video that you showed me of LeBron napping them people up, they was all in
button.
Izod's.
Yeah, so you had like I said, like nice button-ups, or you got like everybody crew neck sweaters, you know what I'm saying? They just look real clean. But like I said, like now only way you could do sports apparel is maybe if you had like a vintage bomber. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Something vintage or something super player. You know what I'm saying? But you just can't go in. You know what I'm saying?
Or if
we are the Cavs, like me and my son did.
Or unless you who is that, Spike Lee?
Yeah,
the man's always got a Knicks jersey on.
But
well, not always.
But that's a staple. That's his staple.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? That's, if he don't wear that, you don't even know who he is in the game.
Man, that part. Nah, man, I could imagine that being cool because. Like I said, I done a couple security details for like my coolest one was I was a center field security for the USA Mexico World Cup game there at the Crew Stadium. Okay, that was dope. my left arm was caught on ESPN, so y'all see me on there.
That's back with Lil Jonah, so you probably just looked at regular back then.
Yeah. Just had a couple tattoos, but that was dope. But I was working, and I wasn't the biggest soccer fan in the world. I did a couple field securities for Ohio State football, and then for the Browns.
Okay.
But and for I did locker room security for Ohio State games and Blue Jackets. But to be able to be courtside and like enjoy the game, man, ain't nothing. That ain't something I got to do yet. So that's definitely something that's gonna have to be on the bucket list.
Yeah, like I said, man, I'm this year for the season coming up, I probably got like 20 games courtside. You feel me? I might slide you down there.
Yeah, something like.
But nah, like I said, it was cool. Like I said, it's just an experience.
What do you think LeBron was doing in Cleveland last night for that game? Because who they play?
Celtics.
Okay. Why do you think he was there? I'm just curious.
Man, he might have been hollering at one of his old things.
Damn, his wife was with him.
Man, you know how I be sometimes. Well, yeah, black men don't cheat. You know that.
Yeah, nah, but I was genuinely curious when I seen him post, or ESPN had posted that he was there, and I was like, man, it's like I wonder if he was, like why he was there.
Yeah, I mean it's always something. You can't just come to just see the game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I don't know.
You think he'll end up? Because I mean, I guess Bronny's killing it in the combine right now.
Yeah, I seen that. See, I don't think because they're not gonna have a high pick,
right?
Because they just went to the second round of the playoffs. So that's what I was thinking. Like, if they knew Bronny was coming out, why didn't they tank the season?
Yeah, and
could have got a first round. First pick of the draft, but the Hawks got it.
Because that's the thing, man. I think every person or every team in the league's got to be thinking, or every GM,
Bronny,
you get Bronny, you gonna get LeBron, because that's the thing that he wants to do, But the real question is if Bronny goes somewhere like the Hawks, where they ain't doing shit, granted, he can elevate any team. We've seen that. He went to 3 different teams. He's elevated each team. He's gotten a championship at each team. But do you think he would really – because it's like a Jordan thing. He went to the Wizards, and nobody really talks about him going to the Wizards because he ain't do shit.
Yeah.
Do you think he would do something like that to where it's like, man, I got to go to the damn Hawks. I got to go to Atlanta for you?
Man.
You know what I mean?
I mean, to play with his son, yeah. And then, too, like, you got to think. I wouldn't say LeBron has a certain amount of years left on him. I say he has a certain amount of games left in him.
Man.
So it's about 60 games a season.
Yeah.
He might have about 80 games left in him, 70 games left in him.
Because they were saying last year that he had to limit his time. Like, according to his doctors, this is what I've seen on Instagram. According to his doctors, he to be optimal, his age and. He only really needed to play or should play like X amount of minutes, X amount of games. Yeah. And he far exceeded those numbers.
Yeah.
But I mean, that dude.
And it's the thing, too. A lot of people don't realize. $1 million a year. Like, you look at LeBron on TV, he looks like a big dude.
Yeah.
He is tall. So he is, what is he, 6'7"? You know what I'm saying?
6'8".
6'7", 6'8". So he is tall. But they're lanky. They're like real lean built.
Yeah.
All of them guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm even talking about even the big. So. Who is number 40 for the Celtics last night? He got to be a 7-footer. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these guys, like, when you right there on the floor with them, like, all these guys is, like, skinny. Like, none of these guys is really got any meat on them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, wasn't at one point when he was at the Cavs in, like, last 3-4 years.
Slumped down.
Well, I thought he bulked up. I thought he was like sitting like 260, 270, something like that.
But you got to think, 260 on a 6'8" body, that's still skinny.
It is still skinny.
Like
I mean, that's fair.
I got a homie that's like, I think he's like 6'4". And one time he told me, he's like, yeah, I'm like 280, 290. I'm like, bro, you're not no 280, 290. He's like, bro, when you're tall, that doesn't look the same as 280 on you. You know what I'm saying? He was like,
yeah, that's fair.
He's like, it's your bones is a lot, you know what I'm saying, denser. So he's like, it doesn't look like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, man, I don't know. I know that he said that that's his dream is to play with Bronny. at least 1 year. So who knows, man? I mean, the dude spends a million a year on his body, chefs, massages.
Now tell me he like your boy. What's his name? Quarterback for the Browns.
Oh damn, Deshaun Watson.
Now tell me you getting that Watson massage.
Did you watch the? Speaking of massages, did you watch the Tom Brady roast? I just saw highlights of it.
Yeah.
I guess Jeff Ross had made a comment about massage, like Robert Kraft, because there was like a big scandal about Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots.
Yeah, I remember when he was in that Sting.
Yeah. I guess he says something about, Tom gets more massages or than Robert Kraft did when he was in that. And I guess Tom got up and went over to Jeff Ross while he was on the mic and was like, "Don't say that shit again."
Yeah.
I kind of checked him a little bit.
Yeah.
But I have yet to watch the whole thing.
Dang, they let him talk about his wife, but can't say nothing about massages?
Man, ex-wife.
Yeah.
See, he said, "Have at it."
Yeah.
Nah, but I didn't know that there was rumors that him and Kim Kardashian was dating.
Who?
Tom Brady.
Oh, damn.
Because she spoke.
Yeah.
She come out of the crowd.
Yeah.
And did a little session.
Oh, okay.
And she was like,
"Y'all think I seen them talking about that? Like they booed her. I guess
Yeah.
they booed her, but they edited it out.
yeah,
So if you see it on Netflix now, the boos are edited out.
yeah." But Tony Hinchcliffe killed everybody up on that
I
stage.
don't even know who that is.
So, oh man, so you ain't never seen no kill Tonys. All right, so I'm sure you've seen some of the reels of there's like people that are sitting at a table. They look like a panel, and then there's a comedian that'll come up and do a minute, and they'll do their little minute, and then the panel, which is normally like Tony Hinchcliffe, maybe Shane Gillis, Joe Rogan, Brian Redband, like a couple other comedians. But the show's called Kill Tony, and it is hilarious because it's relentless.
I don't even think I've ever seen that guy before.
Man. So listen, if you watch his, you'll have to just watch his segment that he does on the roast. I mean, he literally, bro, he there's this one part he said, there was some black lesbian that was up there. I guess she's a comedian. I don't know. I ain't never heard of her or seen her. And he goes, we have such and such here who's a fat black lesbian, which means Netflix checked off a lot of boxes by inviting her. And she doesn't eat pussy. She all hell gnaws on it.
Damn.
And that was just one. I mean, he was killing everybody up on stage. Gronk, he went after Gronk.
I ain't never really been like a big roast fan. I don't know. They always seem so awkward to me.
Really?
Yeah.
So I've only seen a couple of them. The one of Justin Bieber was hilarious.
Yeah.
Because Martha Stewart killed him. It was fucking hilarious. And I haven't really, honestly, I don't think I've ever really watched any other ones. Just clips of them. But I want to watch the full Tom Brady one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind watching the Justin Bieber one again because that was hilarious. But yeah, no, I think they're hilarious, man. You just think they're awkward?
Yeah, like
You be looking at the guy getting roasted and kind of feeling bad for him?
not really. I think even like the jokes like just seem so like
They are harsh.
not harsh, but it just seems like they're so premeditated.
Well, yeah, I mean, they got to write them.
But I'm saying like, but they don't write all of them. So it's like
Yeah.
when they like the Cat Williams when he said like when they roasted Flavor Flav, he was like all the comedians on the stage was white comedians. He was like, and they all had a script. Like
Yeah.
they all had, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Written script of what they were gonna say, and they were like, yeah, just go up there and tell some jokes. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's like I just feel like Martha Stewart. I know she didn't write no jokes. Somebody wrote her jokes.
You know for a fact she didn't write none of her
You know what I'm
stuff.
saying? So it's like, I just always felt like it's just so awkward and scripted and like it's forced laughter. And it's just, I don't know.
Now, I will say on the Justin Bieber one, because Ludacris was up there,
Yeah.
I think it was Jeff Ross that says something about Paul Walker.
And who made Jeff Ross?
Bro,
he is not funny to me.
I don't think he's funny at all.
I think he write. He must be a writer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he must be like in on a roast somehow, some way. Like
he's in on every roast, like big roast there is.
And I think the way he gets in is he's one of the most ruthless ones. Like, he'll say anything.
Yeah, I think he just must be one of the writers. He must write a lot of the jokes.
Yeah, because he, like I said, he says something about Paul Walker to Ludacris during the Justin Bieber one. And they, like, that one got 0 laughs. Yeah. Nobody laughed because it wasn't long after he passed. Yeah. And, like, they cut that. You can't even find the joke on YouTube anymore. Yeah. Like, I've tried looking up to see what he said. Yeah. You can't even find it. Dang. So they, like, cut it out. Yeah. But, so I just think he's, like, the worst, like, the worst one. He says whatever. That's probably how he, and he probably does have something, you know, behind the scenes to do with it. You know who would
be funny on a roast?
Who's that?
Theo Von, if they put him.
Bro. Yes, he would be hilarious.
Yeah. You ever see that with him and your boy who's your boy, the what's the white rapper that used to always say crazy stuff?
Riff Raff.
You ever see them like go back and forth?
No, bro. I bet that is hilarious. Like the same
kind of lingo. Like they just say the wildest combinations of words and make it sound cool. Like one day they got like a little segment where they just saying like, yeah, I got these rainbow leprechaun pelican boots. I got these. You know what I'm saying? They just going back and forth, just saying the wildest stuff. I'm like, yeah, if you had Theo Von on the roast, I bet he'd say some funny stuff.
Yeah, dude. One of my favorite. Have you ever seen any of his stand up? It's all right. Like he's way better just doing his shows, you know, because it's just everything's just off top, you know. But during one of his stand ups, he did have something. He was like, man, we used to have this guy in our neighborhood. Name was Gert, man. No arms. Fight everybody, dude. Fight everybody. His real name was Edgerton. But we just took the beginning part and the last part off and just kept the middle. Kind of like him, you know. Like,
that's messed up.
Yeah, dude, he is hilarious. I haven't seen much of his stuff. I've really been stuck on movies lately. Yeah. Like I haven't even watched no Joe Rogan, no Theo Von, Shane Gillis. I watch any of his stuff that comes out. He's got a new TV show coming out. I don't think you've seen his stand up yet, have you? I told you to watch his Beautiful Dog stand up. He's the one that does the Trump impression.
Okay.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Man, I don't know what it is, man. It's like, I mean, I watch reels on Facebook, IG, whatever, TikTok, but it's like, I feel like it's a waste of my time to look into it.
That's fair.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't care enough to sit here. Like, I watch some Theo Von reels, but I'm not searching Theo Von reels.
Okay,
like, they just pop up on my, you see what I'm saying? On my algorithm. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, so I don't care enough about Theo Von to sit here and watch
him up.
Yeah, to look him up and watch a Theo Von stand up.
Yeah.
And take 2 hours out my day.
See, because that's how it catches you. Because I'm not that disciplined on it. Because as soon as I saw one Maury reel today, I was like, no, shit, let me hit that. Let me hit the page.
I'll do that. I'm a short. The world is so messed up now because we're all into short term, short form content.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a minute video, I'll watch that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a guy that I watch reels. He's shout out my guy Notorious Foodie on
Notorious Foodie.
He's like a
see the dude that buys all the okay.
So he's like a, how could I say this politically correct?
Nah, fuck that.
He's like a Middle Eastern guy.
Okay.
I